Did you come here looking for a top quality comedy chat show? No. Oh, taxidermy tutorial. Oh, well, if you go to the top of the page and search in the YouTube thing, you'll probably find one. This is Afternoon Delight.
Welcome everybody to Afternoon Delight. It's me, Jack Martin Jones, and with me here today is...
Hi, I'm Simon Schneider.
Hi, I'm Zach, and this is Pizza.
Yep. So usually it would be myself, Jack, Joanna Poulton, and Tim Vivian Shaw. However, Tim Vivian Shaw and Joanna Poulton are indisposed. Dead.
Yep. Replaced them with Zach.
They fell
and
in a
now
ditch.
it's the Zach and Jack show.
No. We've replaced them with Zach and Pizza Buddy.
I'm fulfilling the role of Tim. Joanna is being played by 2 slices of pizza in a cold box.
All right, Afternoon Delight's a comedy chat show. If, for whatever reason, you feel that you want to contact the show and maybe share your thoughts, do it on Twitter at Nerve Radio, or you could find us on Facebook, Nerve Radio on Facebook, or you could text in on 077 66404142. That's 077 66404142, and just start your texts with Nerve Radio.
Wow.
That was slick, wasn't it?
Except the way every time you said Nerve Radio, you went like, Nerve Radio?
As though it was a surprise that Nerve Radio's Facebook was called Nerve Radio, as opposed to Laser Godzilla or something of that ilk.
Yeah,
I'd happily like Laser Godzilla on Facebook.
Simon, due to the lack of people,
Yes.
what would you do? This is a hypothetical question. If me and Zach became one, called Zuchka.
And we had no vowels, and we only spoke. We didn't speak with vowels either, so it would be hul, smin,
You've already done it wrong. It started with hu, zero,
hul, smin.
What would you do if we just combined into Zuchka?
Other than
I
question
don't know what sort of answer you want from me.
What would you do?
It's a true or false question, Simon.
Would you respect us?
No.
What if we won a war?
If you can't respect the use of vowels, then I won't
It's
respect
because of our
you.
name.
Yeah.
During the combining process, we
The
lost
2
vowels.
A's. The 2 A's hit each other
So
too
it's like
hard.
it's like a sort of the Fly sort of situation. You both get into a teleporter and then get combined.
Yeah.
Also, I'm a fly.
And then there's like another version of us, which is just vowels.
And it
which
would
is
be-
ah.
Eeyore! And it would say, Eeyore. Ooh. I didn't think that through at all.
After either of these monsters were created, I'd probably end their lives as an act of empathy.
Oh, that's
Well,
what I mean.
I wouldn't want to live that.
You wouldn't even try and reverse the process? Maybe with a DeLorean? Maybe by going really fast?
No, because I really don't like the Back to
You
the
could.
Future
Why
films.
don't? Why don't you get both of us and put us in the Hadron Collider and collide us? That might make us us
Are
again.
you seriously
Yeah.
asking me why I'm not using
The Large Hadron
the
Collider.
Large Hadron Collider, which I'd like to remind everyone, I don't have access to, nor ever will,
Oh,
in
you
all
could-
likelihood, to combine you two together.
I know they use
Which
it for
would probably-
smashing stuff against each
Yeah,
other.
They use it to smash
Yeah.
particles together.
But
Yeah.
if you got in it on your own, would it just be a really fun ride?
Probably. Oh no, the particles may go through you and make tiny holes.
Well, then I would go even faster. I'd have go faster
Yeah.
holes.
There you
And
go.
I'd go like this. And then I'd go around the corner, so I'd go...
Why are you so selfish, Simon?
Why won't you
save
let
That
us
came
us?
out
borrow
of
the
nowhere.
Hadron
Why won't you
Collider?
save us, Simon?
Why won't I save your alter egos that only operate through vowels or consonants? Because
At least
I
we're
lived-
not grammar. At least it's
Because-
not like exclamation point.
if I lived in that world, I probably would give up hope on everything.
Oh.
Well, you've made pizza very sad. Pizza Joe.
Oh no,
Pizza
not
Joe.
Pizza Joe. Is Pizza Joe related to Papa John?
I wish.
Maybe.
But
I don't know.
I've still never had Papa John's. I imagine it's very nice.
It's pretty good, yeah.
I did watch Tim eat some very closely.
Yeah.
And it looked delicious.
Yeah, that's funny. What we've started doing now to Tim, when he looks like he's enjoying food, is we enjoy it through him. Would you like to describe, Zach?
Well, basically, because I'm vegetarian,
And because I'm always hungry.
I don't eat meat, which is what that means. And but I still really like the taste of meat as I remember it. So I enjoy other people eating meat vicariously by looking very close and putting their hands closer to their mouths when they have pizza in them.
You get an inch away from their face and just have the weirdest, most sort of enthused grin.
I'm happy. I'm happy for them. I'm happy for them and their dead flesh eating.
Well, that is what eating meat is.
Yeah. It is.
How is everyone? How's everyone's week been? Or summer?
Zach!
I am very well, thank you, Simon. We didn't prepare for this.
No,
you didn't say you were going to ask me this.
Yes, I did.
I do nothing. I've never done a thing in my life.
I'm so sorry you're not prepared for someone to ask, how are you?
I'm not. I'm very...
Wonderful.
I don't
Brilliant.
like that question.
No.
Why not?
When people go, how are you? I'm like...
Temperate?
Yeah.
Mild.
I don't really think of my emotions.
Cloudy with a chance of rain.
Yeah. No, I think it's a perfectly legitimate question. Someone can say, I'm all right, I've got a lot going on at the minute, but it's okay. It's generally sort of an update on how someone's going. That's what you're asking.
Surely an update would be like, hey, what have you been doing recently? Not, how are you?
Yeah.
I think how are you's a shortcut to that.
I want how are you to become a thing so that people tell immediately what their emotions are, and if they're in a bad mood, I think it should be completely appropriate just to be okay, I'm going to leave you now. I don't want to be part of you in your bad mood.
What if you say like, I'm in a murderous mood?
Yeah.
What's appropriate then?
Oh.
What would you do?
Me personally?
Yeah.
I would be the one in the murderous mood.
Oh
probably.
Right. So if someone said I'm in a murderous mood, you go, me too. I strike first.
Yeah. That's self-defense. Counter murder.
Counter murder.
Counter murder. That
I'm
would
sure
stand
that's a
up in
legal
court.
Term, yeah.
Yeah. You know what term I don't like? You all right? Because the question is, are you all right? First of all, and second of all, people use it as a greeting, not a question anymore. So it leaves you in a social conundrum. You don't know whether to answer if you're all right or not, or to say hello.
Really?
How do you feel? Well, yes, I think it's a social conundrum.
That's overthinking it a little bit.
No,
usually I just go,
And they go,
I was like, Jack, how are you? And I'm like, I'm in a murderer's mood. Stab, run.
Okay.
But you don't do any of those things. You just say them.
I don't know if I like this. I don't know if I like this insight into your mind.
Ask me how I am.
Welcome to Radio Murder.
Okay. Let's unveil the irrelevant umbrella topic of the week that will have nothing to do with the following show. And today's irrelevant umbrella topic of the week is ghosts. Everyone happy with that?
Spooky ghosts.
I like ghosts.
Shouldn't we save that for Halloween?
No, because then it might be relevant in Halloween.
Oh, so at Halloween we're going to be like Christmas.
Yep.
That's our umbrella subject of the week.
Santa. Who is he? Is it me?
Is he
Find
a
out
ghost?
next week.
Who knows?
He is a secretive guy. Why does he need to live all the way in the North Pole?
Do you have any evidence to say he lives in the North Pole as opposed to Basingstoke?
No, technically.
It's just, he maybe just said the North Pole to throw people off.
And they all
off the
go
scent.
there, and then they die. So
Yeah.
everyone who wants to look for Santa is dead.
So he's got a fail-safe to take care of all...
The logical place to be then would be the South Pole, because they'd say, oh, of course he's not there. It's the other side of the world.
Yeah, I'd imagine they would. I'd imagine, if anywhere, he'd go to the triangle, the mysterious triangle. What's it called again? The Bermuda Triangle. Yeah.
Bermuda
just find out
Triangle's a
there.
myth. There's no more accidents there than any other stretch of land in the world. Well, sea.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's a true
Simon.
fact.
Well, you've
It's
ruined
just-
that.
Yeah, I know. But Santa doesn't live there. Santa doesn't have plane powers. Santa didn't make the show Lost.
Yeah, but he does have a flying sled.
He does.
That's a bit weird, I've got to say.
Yeah. I wonder if the RSPCA have to come in contact with Santa, because he's essentially mistreating animals.
Well, no.
in a way.
Have you never seen Red-Nosed Reindeer, the movie
He
that
still
comes
whips
on
them.
Christmas?
He still whips them.
No.
They like it. They
They
like
love it.
Yeah, they're
They
sadomasochists.
love it.
They're
Santa's a nice
sadomasochist
guy.
reindeer.
Why are you ruining Santa? Anyway.
Do you still believe in Santa?
What do you mean?
Well, you said, why are you ruining Santa? It sounds like
What
it's
do
a
you
big
mean?
part of your life.
There's a question of Santa exists. Is this
We've
like
just
a
discussed where he lives.
It's just like a philosophical.
Do you
philosophical.
exist, Simon?
Huh?
Do you exist, Simon?
Yeah,
True.
it's just like, do we exist?
Yeah, Santa exists.
All right, cool. Yeah, I agree with
Stated
that.
fact.
Santa's rad. Santa skateboards.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
Anyway, why ghosts?
Why ghosts? Because it's the irrelevant umbrella subject of the week, isn't it? It's gotta be irrelevant.
Originally, it was the umbrella subject of the week, and then you realized everyone didn't like the umbrella subject of the week, so you decided let's make it irrelevant umbrella subject of the week.
Actually, I realised no one liked it when I came up with the idea, and I didn't like it, and that's what had to be part of the show.
Oh, yes. All right, good. Okay.
Have you got an itchy? What are you doing?
I found a doorstop, and it's really good for getting those itches in your knees.
The itches.
That you get when you're a human. Like me, I'm not a lizard.
This is like
Or a ghost.
This is like trying really hard to prove that you're human.
Yeah, imagine starting. Okay, so phrases that you can't start every conversation with, or would have a wacky or comical effect if you started every conversation with. I think "I'm not a lizard" ranks quite high up there.
Hello, I'm not a lizard.
Yeah,
Yeah, that works.
Isn't there that? There's a theory.
that would be great if you were going to be a zookeeper in the reptilarium.
Well, no, similar to that, I find that when you're leaving someone and you're both walking in different directions,
Yeah.
and they go bye, and they go have a nice time, you can say anything, and it won't matter what you say because they're walking away. They'll just accept it. They could be going bye, have a nice time, and you go bye, Skommelhubbeldorf, and they'll go yeah, because they can't question you after that. They've walked away.
See, I have
Yeah.
the feeling. I have the feeling that's not the case. It's just that everyone you know knows to expect a plethora of madness from your mouth. So when you
Bye,
say
I'm off to the
"skontel
basement."
dingle flop," they say, "Yeah, you're right, Zach. See ya." They're just pleased to be away from you.
Oh,
That's a bit mean.
yeah.
It's
Don't be
the nicest I
mean
could
to
be.
my possible alter ego partner.
Yeah, your possible alter ego.
Igno.
It doesn't happen often
We
that we're
can
in the same
speak.
room. I'm always your replacement.
Yeah, usually you are, because your name's close.
Yeah,
Yep.
we could be the same person.
It could be.
I could all be pre-recorded, and
It's
You're
just me doing a voice.
yeah.
Yeah, this could all be a show conducted by one person who's just very good at impressions.
That's right.
Sorry, I forgot to do the editing cut for the voices there.
Giraffes.
Well,
Yeah, eventually, Zach, I think what we'll do is we'll collect all the wacky, silly phrases you say, have them recorded, and it will just be like, because it doesn't matter what he says because it's going to be wacky, we can just paste in sound bites.
or it could just be a cover show.
Of me just saying things that are going to happen in the show.
Yeah, there you go.
Just
Oh,
list
Zach, are
them
you
for an
interested
hour.
in doing your game today, which goes by the name of?
Zach's game. Da 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 da. Play it.
Da 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 da.
All right, that's something to look forward to for the listeners.
It's called Zach's Game.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's what it's called.
It's
What
inspired.
do you want? What do you, the game's good enough. It doesn't need a special
Okay,
name.
I'm just.
Screwball Scramble was taken from me cruelly.
Why?
Oh,
It's a wonderful name.
Wait, where's
Exactly, but I
Screwball
can't use
Scramble?
it because it's already a game.
Oh, is
That's
it?
what I wanted. Yeah, Scribble Scramble.
I've never heard
Nope.
of this game,
Oh,
Sam.
man.
Sam's.
explain
Zach.
Screwball Scramble.
Scribble Scramble. It's hard to explain.
Oh,
Really.
brilliant.
Is it
You
actually
get a
a
ball
game?
and you get it to a place on a board, but there's stuff stopping.
Oh, is it
you.
like rat chase?
Rat Chase?
Rat chase?
Not rat.
What is happening? Today we
Me-
just
me and-
can't speak.
Me and the other kids used to play rat chase in the fields.
Do you mean
Yeah, I do.
mousetrap?
Mousetrap.
Rat
chase.
Neither of the words were
This
right.
sounds like that.
They
That
weren't
sounds like
close.
a bad version of Mousetrap sold at Poundland.
You don't want mousetrap, get rat chase.
Rat chase uses real rats.
Every set comes with a set of knives.
Oh, well, all right then. No, that's not what Scribble Scramble is.
No, but I remember watching the adverts when I was a kid for Rat Chase, and it looked so good, and I never got to play it.
It
You
wasn't
never
good.
played Mousetrap?
No.
It was awful.
It was
Really?
boring.
It
Yeah.
didn't work.
Why not?
It just, the ball would just stop sometimes,
Yeah.
and then your mouse would remain untrapped, and you go, okay, I win.
Yeah, like the whole point of it was like, yeah, I'm gonna get this whole thing working. It's gonna be great when I win. And then at the end, it gets like stuck halfway, and then you have to like knock it a bit, and then it works, and you're like, That was alright. Not as cool as it could have been.
Yeah.
I wonder why Snakes and Ladders caught on. I wonder why when someone coined Snakes and Ladders and it became a game, it was such a rage.
Well, stairs and ostriches couldn't connect to everyone, so they had to go with snakes and ladders. Everyone knows what a snake is, and everyone knows what a ladder is.
So those are the only ingredients you need for a successful board game.
Well, yeah, but
Okay, let's come up with
there
some
are
good
other
board
versions
games
of
right
Snakes
now
and
then.
Ladders.
Huh?
There are like ropes and poles.
What?
It's not all of it
That's
is known as Snakes as
racist.
Ladders. It's not all known as Snakes as Ladders. There's like other versions which are called like ropes and poles.
Well, that
and other
sounds like a
things.
fun night in, doesn't it?
Yeah, ropes and poles.
No, it's
When you
not
think
very
about it,
racist.
why do you fall down a snake?
I always got it that the snake ate you and then you like came out the tail somehow.
What? That's
Somehow.
demented.
How is that demented? Snakes are like tubes. They're like straws.
They're
with-
the
with
tubes of the
talking.
jungle.
The tube.
When a line wants to communicate to another line, it just talks through a snake.
What?
Like
It's like-
tubes.
Like, yeah, because we talk through tubes all the time.
Yeah, sometimes.
Maybe only you. Man,
They
we all
became-
had very weird childhoods.
Mm.
He's talked
Mostly
through
Simon.
tubes.
Mostly Simon. Because
Yeah.
he played rat chase and talked through tubes. Those were his primary means of fun.
You could combine rat chase and talk through tubes to talk through rat. It wasn't as good as you might think.
I don't think it's very good.
And it's even worse than that. So cool board games that we could come up with right now and make millions off.
A suggestion, anyone listening? How about you suggest some cool board games also?
That you'd like to play.
Yeah, there you go.
How about
There we go. I did my bit.
Radio! We've done it. Mastered. Let's move on to, I don't know, saving lives.
saving lives?
I can become a doctor now.
Yeah. Okay. Brilliant.
Anyway, what?
If you were a doctor, though, that'd be
What?
what?
What do you mean? That would be.
No, I'm sure you'd be a completely competent doctor.
Yeah.
Dr. Skeletor.
Dr. Skeleton. Yeah, you'd be an agony aunt if you were a doctor.
A psychiatrist.
Mm. Yeah. Let's pretend we're all psychiatrists then, right?
Alright.
And you're sick of the job. You've been doing it for 50 years, and you want to
Okay.
take advantage of your position
Okay.
and be completely unethical and morally
Right.
wrong.
Okay.
How would you go about that? You could
Oh.
convince people things just because of the sort of wisdom people expect from a
Is
psychiatrist.
this wise to talk about?
I'm not saying to psychiatrists out there to do this. I'm just saying.
Any 60-year-old psychiatrists.
Who managed
Wait,
to
wait,
learn the craft
wait,
at
they-
the age
yeah,
of
the-
10.
Yeah.
Anyone
That's
who
like the earliest I think it could happen if you were a genius at the age of 10 getting your
10-year-old
doctorate.
psychiatrist.
Let's say 68.
Oh, that'd be funny, having a
68 is
10-year-old
the earliest,
psychiatrist.
68. Alright, I'll go with 60.
If they were really
If
good.
they were really, really good.
68. Probably more like 75.
To be
I
fair,
reckon
might,
it's-
But
I
am-
reckon, just to cut you short there, it's time for a song. However, more to come for those of you who are listening. This is Afternoon Delight, presenting Zach Dale Clutterbuck and Jack Martin Jones in 10-Year-Old Psychiatrist.
welcome to my office.
Oh, son, I've had a few problems on the toilet.
Ooh, that's not something that should be discussed with me, really.
What do you do? What?
I'm a psychiatrist. This is for my thesis
All
at
right.
the university.
Alright,
Because
alright.
I'm a genius.
Alright, son, alright. I'm glad we took you out the mines. I've got a question for you.
Okay.
Sometimes I feel a bit sad.
Why do you feel like that? at
Well,
all?
Sandwiches are a bit too expensive nowadays, and I'm worried I'm just...
Why don't you make your own?
Well, that's the thing. I feel inadequate.
You feel inadequate.
I'm not very good at making sandwiches.
Does
This
Mummy
is...
not make you sandwiches? He makes me sandwiches.
Well, your mother doesn't live with me anymore.
Was that why you guys were arguing?
That's why I can't...
Last
Yeah,
night?
because I can't make sandwiches.
Oh,
That's why she left.
maybe you should learn how to make sandwiches, and
I-
then you'll be generally more happy.
But my hands are basically claws.
Oh yeah. forgot about that. Well, how about you learn how to make sandwiches with your feet? That'd be really neat.
Good work, son.
Thanks,
I
Dad.
love you.
I love you too, Dad.
Da 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 da. I don't know what that was.
There you go. 10-year-old psychiatrist.
I planned
Be
that
back
out.
2 weeks.
Oh God.
Every show we will do 10-year-old psychiatrist.
Okay, coming up in the show will be Zach's game, which goes by the name of.
Zach's game.
And we can also expect Skeletor Agony Aunt, which we said we'd killed about twice now. However, it's back with a
It
vengeance.
keeps being brought back by guests who were like, I want to do Skeletor's Agony Aunt.
It will be awful, but I'll be happy.
If there's general people not wanting to do it, how about you text the studio?
Yeah.
077-66-404-4142 or tweet saying, post a picture of a man crying.
Oh God, this has taken a depressing turn.
Hey, we just did 10-year-old psychiatrist.
You know
We're
what's-
letting the emotions flow.
You know what makes people happy though?
What?
That Stratos jump.
Yes. Yes, it does.
Oh.
That was a big jump, wasn't
that was
it?
a good segue.
It was a good jump, I think you'll find.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the Stratos jump. That was pretty rad.
I don't know
Yeah.
what this is.
You've not seen it?
No.
Not heard
This
of it.
guy jumped from space. He went into
Oh,
space.
that. Oh, I didn't know it had a specific name. I just thought it was some
Jump
guy.
from space.
Yeah.
Yeah, the jump from space, man. When he was
Strathole
born,
jump.
he said, "One day I want to jump from
I've
space."
seen pictures of it. And
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
You can see the impact of the atmosphere and everything. on-
Really?
Yeah, like you can see like a nice cone effect on over his body, and it's amazing.
Wow.
It's
wow.
really cool.
That's the closest anyone could ever get to feeling like Superman, I'd imagine.
Superman drunk.
Yeah.
It's like, oh
Spinning
God!
around.
Uncontrollable
Can't
drunk Superman.
control my flying.
Gonna pick up this car. Come on, let's go on a magic ride, children. Woo!
Superman, I need you to write some reports.
Why is Clark Kent also Superman now?
Well, basically, everyone should know he's Superman, and subconsciously they do, so they accidentally call him Superman. And they're like,
that would be the best way for it to come out. Clark, you're drunk. You can't lift that car. I can do it. I'm Superman. You're just a reporter. No, I'm not. Oh my God.
Yeah, but knowing them, they'd just be like, he's not actually Superman.
He's just really strong.
Or
and
Superman
looks
pretending
exactly
to be
like
Clark
him.
Kent
Who would do that?
for undercover work.
Clark Kent, stop pretending to be Superman.
I can't help it.
If you could meet any superhero or have any superhero power, which would you adopt?
No, I'd go for meet a superhero.
Okay, you'd go for meat.
Power, we've talked about that before.
That's
Okay,
done,
yeah.
done,
Yeah.
and done.
To
I didn't know
meet
we had.
To meet one, I don't know. That's difficult. Come
Come
What is it, like a dinner situation?
Taking Batman to dinner.
Yeah.
Let's just say like you win a scratch card.
Yeah. I
And
win a
it
scratch
says-
card.
No, I
and
like
then
the
when
idea. I
Yeah,
like
you
the
win
idea.
on the scratch card, and
Yeah.
it's just like you get to have dinner with
And it's 3 Batman symbols, and then
Yeah.
you get dinner
yeah,
with Batman.
like it's like superhero scratch card, and you know you may get a really bad superhero.
Yeah, you don't want Hulk.
like Hulk, yeah, or Aquaman.
Aquaman's pretty bad.
Aquaman, He's cool, but like he'd want to do it like under the water.
I don't see why you would.
That's like saying all Aquaman eats is sushi because he likes fish.
Or if you ate fish, you'd be really offended, maybe.
I don't eat fish.
Well, I'm
You
talking,
and Aquaman
okay,
would hit it off.
Me personally, if I love eating fish.
Well,
at
don't say that on
restaurants.
the radio. Now he'll know. If you ever get this dinner date,
Well, I don't plan. Who'd you
Would
pick,
you
Simon?
reject Aquaman?
No, I liked him quite a lot as a kid.
that's because he was really cool.
Which one are you talking about? The one with the hook, or the?
That was Namor.
No, in the Justice League cartoon.
Oh right,
the
no,
Hook one.
he
Nerd
wasn't
hour.
cool then.
No, he was like just annoying.
Then now he is really cool. Like I saw a comic, and he located like the part of someone's body that was evolved from marine life, and just gave them a seizure.
Whoa.
Because he has
What?
control over fish, he has control
He's
over
gotten
marine
dark?
biology.
That's
yeah.
amazing.
This
That's
guy
cool.
attacked him and he just went, seizure! Ha ha! And the other guy went,
They didn't do anything wrong. He was just like, I was just bored.
I was drunk with
So
Superman.
would you go see Aquaman then?
No, of course not.
See, it's-
He's rad, but he's lame
Actually-
compared to like Iron Man.
What this conversation has sort of unveiled to me is I think I agree with every antagonist in the sort of in every comic book. Because really, they just want to end the super people, and that's understandable. Because if just one of them got drunk, think of what they'd be capable of.
Imagine drunk Batman would be rubbish. Just drunk driving the Batmobile down the road,
He
crashing
wouldn't be able to do his
everything.
martial arts.
He gets fired out of the ejector
No, but
seat
he's,
and just lands
he's
on his
also
face.
he's also the best detective, so he'd be drunk Facebooking.
Joker, where are you? I'm at the diner. Where are you?
It's actually like established in the comics that he doesn't drink just for that.
What? So he doesn't
Like,
drunk Facebook?
Even as Bruce Wayne, he pretends to drink, but
He
like
drinks ginger ale and
yeah,
pretends it's
ginger ale or
champagne.
like grape juice, or
So-
just pretends to get drunk.
So everyone is pouring out the champagne, and he just throws his on a fern, and Alfred comes by and gives him a
Yeah.
ginger ale.
Pretty
You know,
much.
you know who does like a good drink?
Who?
Iron Man.
Yes,
Yeah,
he
he
does.
He'd be fun to party with because he's rich, and he gets really drunk.
You get like to the dinner date, and then he'd be like, "Yeah, you just want to go to a club?" I'm
yeah.
like, "Yeah."
And it's like, well, don't worry, it's my club, so we can take the slide.
Or
And then
you-
the slide opens up in the floor, and you slide to the club, and it's underground in a volcano that
Or
shoots
even
gold.
or even if he doesn't own the club, he just like writes a check and buys the club.
See, this
they
is
say it's not for sale, and he goes, really, and holds up an Iron Man glove.
Yeah.
And they say, no, it's still not, and he's like, oh, I'm a good guy, I forgot.
Oh,
yeah, but this is why
dang.
This is exactly the reason that people with this much sort of power, when they get drunk,
Anyway,
Yeah,
who
so-
would you pick?
Either Iron Man or, like, the DC Comics interpretation of Hercules.
Oh yeah, that
Because
guy.
he was a hard drinking menace. He was rad. He whipped the ocean to command it to slow down in a storm.
Yeah.
He was a nutter.
He was
and I bet
basically
it would
like
be
a
so much
demigod.
fun.
fair enough.
You?
I'd probably go for Hulk now. I'd like to see a drunken Hulk.
Thor would be good, actually. Like Thor. Just, this ale was brilliant. Another. He'd be
Bam.
rad.
Yeah, he's great.
And you wouldn't have to worry about getting into any fights with any of these guys.
See, I'd like to imagine that Hulk's a bit of a lightweight, because he doesn't drink much, does he? He just goes around smashing all the time. So
Well,
after a
would you
couple
drink-
shandies...
Would you be drinking with Hulk or Banner? Is the
No, I demand that Banner turns into Hulk for the
You need
thing? Do
like
it. Turn into
5
Hulk.
chairs.
No, stop asking me that. Stop it. No, turn into Hulk. Stop asking me. You'll make
I
me
got
angry.
3.
That's what I want.
I got 3 Hulk faces on the scratch card. I'm
I got
expecting
no
Hulk.
Banner faces.
no Banner faces.
I
I
don't-
want Hulk.
I don't know. I might pick Batman for like. I like Batman. He's pretty
Mm.
cool. Bruce Wayne's alright too. But also, if I make it out like I'm a troubled charity organizer, he may give me loads of money because he does that all the time. He always writes
Or-
checks for random people.
Or if you make out that you hate crime and have no parents, he might
Yeah.
take you on as Robin.
yeah,
Yeah, that's all you
he
have
might
to do
train
now.
me in
Yeah.
martial arts.
All you have
That's
to
all
do
it
to
takes.
become Robin is
And
go
hope-
up to Bruce Wayne, who is clearly Batman, say you're Batman, and I also don't have parents, and he'll just throw a contract at you which says Robin.
He throws a contract, a bunch of money, and a tight little outfit,
And knowing
and expects
also-
you to
knowing-
climb in.
knowing
In fact,
Batman.
it's quite seedy when you look at it like that. Sign this and you can have lots of money, but you have to wear this for me.
and
knowing-
hang around my cave.
Knowing
Not a basement.
Batman, like also because whenever Batman or Bruce Wayne has a dinner date, he always somehow the place gets attacked by a supervillain. So I'd have an exciting fight.
yeah.
I'd have a show after the dinner,
Mid-dinner show, that would be nice. I'd enjoy that.
like the Joker versus the Batman.
Those of you looking for development on Pizza Buddy, which is Joe,
I'm slowly eating her.
Yeah.
She's lost half her body,
she's slowly...
or half her intestines more.
Oh well. Now I don't
Precisely,
feel
buddy.
good about what I've just eaten.
Yeah, because it's inside the box.
Yeah.
So-
Well. Oh. I'm
Okay.
not going to eat the box. You can keep her flesh.
I'll just have everything that's inside.
Are you in a murderous mood today?
So back, we've sort of digressed a bit. Back to the Stratos guy. Yeah, we have digressed a bit.
yeah.
Wow, would you guys jump from space if you had
No.
the opportunity?
Yeah,
No.
man. Yeah, totally.
No.
No.
Why?
No.
Why? What could go wrong? Apart
Death.
from aliens.
Death and death. He was an expert. I'm not an expert.
It's just falling, man.
Yeah, but you have to pull. I don't think it's just that.
So, what, so you've got some guy in your ear the whole time.
Yeah, but you have to pull.
Let's say,
a
pull your
parachute.
legs in.
Saying,
pull the parachute
saying,
now.
fall better,
Yeah.
fall better.
Yeah, but you don't. Yeah, but if when you're in that situation, you may just hesitate because you're really afraid.
Well, how
That
about
happens.
don't do that? How about that?
Yeah, but that requires training, so I'd need to train.
Well, you
Can't-
can jump from space.
Yeah, but I'd rather
Space.
just be in space than jumping from space.
But you could be one of those guys. You could go up to a lady at a bar and just say, "Hey, lady,
When was the last time you went to space?
Are those space pants? Because you're out of this world. Also, I've been to space and jumped from it. Yeah,
I jumped right into space.
it's a very hard pickup line to deliver right.
But
Well,
once you've got it down,
Yeah.
No,
No.
no.
I
Because
like
I'd
how
be the second man to jump from space.
No, because he wasn't the first. Is the thing.
Well, he wasn't the first to jump from space.
No, he's jumped the highest now. He's done the highest jump, but technically another guy's done it from space before, and that was the guy who was telling him on the radio what to do when.
Oh, well.
So, and he did it off his own back as well, as Tim was telling me.
well, he jumped off his back.
Yeah, he jumped. He kept jumping off of his own back, and that's how he got up to space. Because obviously his back was always above him when
Yeah.
he jumped. So then he just brought his legs around and kicked off of that,
Mm.
and like a flip. And then he just started falling.
He just stood in his garden one day and did that, and everyone living around him just saw him shoot up into the sky.
And then fall back down in exactly the same space. And then he finished his barbecue.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Mm.
Well, no. I'm afraid of heights.
Oh,
I
okay.
couldn't do it.
Well, it's not really heights at that point, is it?
Yeah, it is!
That's like being.
How can you say that? I enter the Earth's atmosphere. Well, I may be the highest point from the center of the Earth,
Well,
but it's not height.
No,
think
but
about
that's
it. Think about it. If you did it like
That's
from
like-
America, from Australia, you'd be really low.
No, that's like saying to someone. That's like saying to someone who's scared of water and stuck in the center of an ocean. Yeah, but it's not water at that point.
No. It's just. I don't know.
What do you
it's
mean?
not height at that point. When you're in space, you don't say, "Oh, it's really high up here."
Yeah,
Up
but
here
once you
in
jump,
space-
once you jump from space and enter the atmosphere, once you're in the atmosphere, you're the highest point
Right,
possible.
What if I jumped with you and it was my job to like pull the cord and everything like that? All you had to do was like kind of you could pass out and fall to, and you could still say I've jumped from space.
Why? Why
You
is?
could be asleep. I could take you in your sleep.
You're not an
Strap you
expert.
to my body, go up into space with you, and then jump.
You're not an expert though.
I would be by this
Jack,
point.
you're a bit scared now that one night when you're sleeping, you're going to be abducted.
I'm gonna wake halfway up in Earth's atmosphere, and I'll be like, "What the hell?"
Calm down. You're ruining it. We're looking impressive.
On that subject, right? Zach, you were here when we heard this story. The skydiver, who, yeah, sorry, the skydiver whose instructor died halfway through the jump, and
Yeah,
yeah, do you want to explain it?
I know.
Okay, fine.
Whoa.
You've got the guy, and then you've got his instructor attached to him, and the instructor, as always, is like, "It'll be all right. You can jump. You're fine. I have the tag to pull, and we'll be okay." And in the middle of the jump, for whatever reason, he passed out. And I think the passenger was an
No, he
ex-army
had
person.
a heart attack.
Oh, did
The guy
he?
who was actually in control had a heart attack and died
Yeah.
with the other person on his front, unable to reach any of like the cords or anything like that. And he had to unstrap himself a bit, get
Yeah.
round to the cord, around this corpse, and make a successful landing.
Which he did.
And that was his first jump, which is awesome.
And also, the skydiver trainer can now have on his gravestone, "Died doing what he loves."
Yeah.
So really,
Dying.
it's a happy
Having
story.
a heart attack.
Wow.
What
Wow.
if? What if that?
He loved his heart,
Yeah.
so yeah.
Oh well, I think of ways to bite the dust. That's a good one. What, seeing as we're on the subject, how would you guys? I know it's not nice to think about, but how would you prefer to end yourselves?
Really, this is dark.
Yeah, this is quite dark, but I'm trying to take a nice way through it.
How?
Sort of the best way. Okay, you're like 99. You've had a fruitful life. You're even expecting for it to end soon. You get to pick how that happens.
By that point, I'd be like, okay, I'll do the space jump. I'll do it. Might as well.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, I do that right, but like when I was just the world was below me during the jump, I would explode into loads of food, and then it would rain food for a bit, and all the poor people would get free food.
Oh, isn't that lovely? I
Yeah.
think on that point we can put on a song, and then after the break we've a special treat for you guys listening. Yes, we do. Okay. This will be
Your favourite song?
Reckless.
you, me at 6. Do-do-do. Smooth as always. This is Afternoon Delight, and I'm presenting Skeletor's Agony Aunt. Skeletor's Agony Aunt is a parody of the show He-Man, and if you've not heard of He-Man, well, you're just not going to understand this.
Hello?
Hello. Is this Skeletor?
Yes, Skeletor's Agony Aunt for those who are in trouble.
Hello, Skeletor.
Hello, young sir.
My name's Shirley.
Hello, Shirley.
I've got a few skeletons in my closet that I'd like to talk through.
Oh, I know skeletons in closets. One time I fell into a closet and locked myself in there.
Well,
and then revealed myself from the closet.
this isn't about you.
I'm just saying I have experience with skeletons in closets, I am a skeleton.
I've still got a problem, Skeletor.
Oh, sorry.
All right. Can you help me?
Yes.
All right. Well, my girlfriend has she's turned into a witch.
Turned into a witch?
She's developed witch powers.
Witch
I don't
powers?
know what to do.
How powerful are these powers?
She can lift up small animals and spin them round
very
until
impressive.
it makes them barf.
Ooh.
And it's getting really messy around the house.
These are impressive powers for such a novice. Well,
know,
how about you hand me her phone number and I'll be able to, talk about this.
I want you to help me learn how to deal with it.
Oh, you want me to help you learn to deal with?
Please,
you won't be able to.
No, please.
No, you won't be able to. He's magical folk are magical folk.
I think you're underestimating me.
Underestimating.
I'm Shirley. I've got a magic sword. Sometimes I ride a cat.
Sometimes. Wait a minute. Are you He-Man and you're trying to ask for help?
No, this is me, Shirley.
Shirley?
I've got a blonde bowl cut.
You're He-Man!
No, this is Shirley.
Get off my line! How dare
Shirley.
you!
I just like the look.
How dare you talk about this with me? Talking about your girlfriend gallivanting around. This is a prank phone call. Why do I always only get prank phone calls on this show?
This is Shirley.
Shirley. What's your last name, Shirley?
Shirley Humanson?
He-Man!
No!
You're He-Man!
No, this
Get
is
off!
Shirley.
Go away! I hope you...
Well, that was Skeletor Agony Aunt. Once again, at the end of every episode of Skeletor Agony Aunt, we don't know if it's coming back.
Yay!
Okay.
It's getting better.
Is it?
It's slowly
Is it?
getting better.
Okay.
It's something that's hard to practice.
Yes.
It's hard to practice because we think of it on the spot.
Okay. Do we have any stories? Any witty anecdotes?
Well, I saw Star Wars characters today
Okay.
at Halfords outside.
Darth Vader was just getting some
It was really
Ikea
good.
stuff.
I went to Asda. Right, I went there and I was walking back with my housemates and they were just there. 2 stormtroopers, Boba Fett and Darth Vader, just in the car park. They weren't doing anything promotional. They were just there, waving. Boba Fett started pointing his fake gun at cars,
Maybe he was a
pretending to
traffic
threaten them.
warden.
Maybe
who was
traffic
just bored
wardens.
of day-to-day traffic warden life and would
Yeah.
spice things up a bit today.
I wasn't allowed to go see them
Oh, really?
because my housemates said they would get embarrassed because I was acting like a 5-year-old, going, "Oh my God, Star Wars characters!"
Oh my God, it's Star Wars and Star Wars' his friend.
So yeah, I was loud. I was really upset because I wanted to get a photo of me with them, but I didn't have a camera.
So
either.
Darth Vader wasn't there?
He was there. It was Darth Vader, Boba Fett, and 2 stormtroopers.
Oh,
Could Boba
okay.
Fett fly like normal Boba Fett?
Well, he wasn't flying
Well,
them. but
normal.
maybe
You
he
mean
could.
fictitious Boba Fett?
Boba Fett's cool.
Isn't
Yeah.
Star Wars set in the past?
Yeah, a
in the
long
past
time ago in
future,
a galaxy
in
far, far away.
Magic.
Very magic.
There's magic involved.
Hey.
Oh, we just saw the
People.
guys from A Little Bit Racy. That's the show that follows ours.
I'll
Yeah.
be on that. Hey. Hey.
Oh,
okay.
and other people who will be contestants in A Little Bit Racy. But that's all to
Wonderful.
come. That's all to come after this show.
What else is there now? What are we doing?
We were talking about Star Wars. Now, I've never watched Star Wars or Star Trek because it
And
just
that's
hasn't
why
ever.
You're dead to me.
It hasn't ever really appealed to me, and they're making signs to us through the window. Okay, what we're gonna do now is we're gonna play Zach's game.
Hello.
Hello,
Zach,
Zach.
would you like to introduce your game?
Yep. It's Zach's game. How you play it is you've got to answer a question that I give you.
Okay, and
But you've got to answer it as wrongly as possible, and then
Ooh.
justify it as well as you can.
oh wow.
The question this week is, how do you make paper? How do you make paper?
I
Or
think
where does
we've
paper
had
come
this
from?
one before.
We've had a similar one, but we haven't had this one.
Okay, how do you make paper? Me and Jack are going to think about how we can answer that wrongly over a song. If you have any ideas, feel free to text in on 07766404142, 07766404142. We'll see you soon. Yeah, Gaylop and Tail Ships.
This is Bournemouth Student Radio. Nerve.
This is Afternoon Delight. We'll be playing Zach's game. Unfortunately, Pizza Buddy, who was replacing Joe, has been completely eaten. But thankfully, Natalie Bartell's here to take Pizza Buddy's and Joe's place.
Yay!
Okay, Zach, would you like to say the question again?
The question, which you must answer as wrongly as possible and then justify it, is, how is paper made? Or where does paper come from? If that's too hard.
Bit close to me. Okay, Jack.
No, Natalie.
All right. Natalie, apparently, go.
Okay, I think, you know when people like chew gum and then spit it out onto the pavement and people walk over it for so long that it becomes completely flat? I think they just come along and scrape it off the ground and just put it all together and it becomes a flat piece of paper, and that's what they do. There's a lot of gum in the world. A lot of pavements too.
Yeah.
I've got some in my pocket.
Well, there you go. Just spit it out onto some pavement.
And then that could be paper, wouldn't
Yeah.
The only question I have is, the gum comes in paper.
Yeah,
It's gum in gum. It's a gum
recycling.
sandwich.
It's
Yeah.
recycling. It's a new age of recycling.
it? But the gum isn't previously chewed gum.
There's a paradox.
Okay.
That gets you extra points. If
Yeah.
you have a paradox.
I've helped.
That's
I've
good.
helped.
Is it me
You
now?
don't get extra points.
You can go. Yeah,
I
if
get
you want.
extra points.
Yeah.
Okay. You know dog poo?
I've heard of it.
You know, if you leave it for a while, it goes a bit white and a bit
No.
stale and a bit horrible,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Now, what happens is that dog's poo goes white, left on the street, and unfortunately, at some point, people step in it. And when they do, and it's all squashed and horrible, and someone has to go home and wipe that off their shoe and just be generally disgruntled by the fact that they've got dog excrement on them, at night, the poo fairies come out. And they come out with their little dustpans and brush and get it all up and collect all the squashed dog. It can only be squashed dog poo because then, you know, it's halfway done
A
to
lot of
paper.
stuff squashed on the street so far.
Okay.
Tell me more about these fairies, though. They sound hot.
They have dustpans and brushes and they collect all the poo and they then process it in the Super Fairy Factory. Not many people are aware of it. It's somewhere in Devon, well hidden. And then it's turned into paper and shipped out to all the paper places. And that's why whenever I read something and say, that's poo, it's because it is.
Why doesn't paper smell of
You never
poo?
read. Something.
Because of the fairy factory. They wouldn't leave it smelling of
sprinkle-
that.
they sprinkle their fairy
That is
dust.
some damn good justification.
Oh,
Well done.
fairies.
Yeah, well, that'll do for me.
All right. Okay. Well, my answer is, you know, the Ghostbusters.
I'm aware.
They gather phantasms and ghosts and compress them in that little machine they put them in, which is a paper making thing. So we turn ghosts, dead human ghosts, into paper so that they may relive a life of usefulness.
What about the non-human ghosts?
There is no non-human ghosts.
Okay.
Well, this has been double harrowing for me.
Well, okay, if there are non-human ghosts, those ones are probably
They
for
get turned
less
into
useful
separate
things.
paper for dogs.
Like
Are they
rappers.
coloured sheets of paper?
Maybe,
how
like,
come,
yeah.
That'd be a
how
good
come ghosts can go through walls, but paper can't?
because it had to be compressed and made solid. Ghosts are like a gaseous type thing.
A gaseous type thing.
Yeah.
Right. Scientific. Yeah, I enjoy a bit of science.
Yeah.
All right, so
I just like to say I managed to use the umbrella.
Ah,
That
yeah,
doesn't get
well
you
done.
extra points in my game.
No,
that
I'm-
loses you points.
I don't care. I'm just saying that was my mission.
All right.
Okay, fine.
Well, you've won at Jack's game,
Yeah.
but you've lost spectacularly at Zach's game.
Which means I've done middly in Zugutov's game.
Yes. Well, well done for rowing people together again. You're getting good use of that Hadron Collider that we gave you earlier.
All right, Zach, the winner is in, and remind me the name of your game.
Zach's game.
The winner is.
Well, it's a very close race between Natalie and Simon. Because the start of them was very similar. So I feel like Simon may have taken something from Natalie's. But he did have fairies, which kind of makes up for it. So I'm going to have to say today was a draw.
Ooh.
Oh.
And you get joint honours and you'll have to fight over them another day. Or
Okay.
we can have can't be bothered with a tiebreaker round. And Natalie wins because she's not Simon.
Yay!
Okay, well, I somehow find that always that not Simon round, I lose. Time for, and I know you've all been looking forward to it, a Passover to a little bit racy. Can we open the door and let them in, please?
Yes. Guys.
Racy people, hiya,
Hello.
hiya.
Hello.
Go on, talk, David. Go on.
He's not gonna. He's the silent producer.
He's the
Okay.
silent
He's allowed to
producer.
speak.
We
Oh
don't
dear.
all fit in this room.
No, we don't.
No.
And that's why Afternoon Delight is going to have to leave. But we've enjoyed your company. I'm not sure if you've enjoyed ours. See you later.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. I was too busy practicing taxidermy. Turns out, right, that you actually craft the animal and wrap the skin around it. Who knew? See you later.